Welcome to the MSL 411, a podcast designed to equip both aspiring and experienced MSLs with the resources they need to level up their career toolkit. The heart of this podcast is to take the same industry knowledge and advice that we share with our own candidates and make it available and accessible to anyone looking for answers. So if you have questions, you've come to the right place. We're here to give you the 411. And without further ado, let's dive right in.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the MSL 411 podcast. As we wrap up before the end of 2024, I had to squeeze in a couple more episodes, and this one today is going to be focusing on what you guys should be thinking about heading into 2025 with a little extra downtime. We've got some PTO, people taking PTO, holiday shutdowns, all that good stuff. And the benefits of working in pharma is that we have kind of a slow season that we are heading into. And so now is the time when people like to kind of get themselves in order, think about their goals and objectives for the coming year. So we had to pipe in and offer some reminders that we've been telling candidates for years, but nevertheless have to remind them every year. And so we wanted to share that with you all and talk to you a little bit about what to be thinking on in the new year. Kick us off, Linda.
Yeah, so just in going over a couple of things that MSLs should be putting on their to-do list in this time of year, while you have that company shutdown or some downtime with family coming up, it's a great time to catch up with your friends here at Symbio. We are working through the holiday season usually, and so kind of a slower time of year for us too, but it's a great time for us to be able to catch up with you and see what your goals and objectives are for the next year ahead. We'd love to hear the things you've been working on this past quarter, any updates that you have to your experience, to your resume. Of course, we want to hear about that too, because it might alter the types of jobs that you would be interested in and be a great fit for in the coming year. And so it's a great time for us to just talk about your plans and goals for the next year ahead so that we can kind of readjust the focus of the type of jobs that we're looking for you in the next year ahead. Because in the beginning of the new year, we see a lot of new positions open as, bonuses are about to pay out, and a lot of people use that opportunity to move around. So it's a great time to touch base and see, okay, before this influx of positions opens up, what can we keep our eyes on for you?
Yeah, and kind of hear what's been going on in the market. Catch us up on the things that you guys have been telling us you've been doing. I know I've had candidates this year that are owe me a link to their publication that has come out, or whatever it is. We want to hear about it. We're excited to catch up with you when we want to hear about your holiday plans and all the fun things coming for you on a personal note too. So yes to all of that. Update your resume, of course. Get that ready for your annual review. It's not just for the purposes of looking for a new job, passing it along to a recruiter. Get that ready for your annual review. Maybe you are looking for a promotion. Maybe you are talking to your boss about taking on some new responsibilities, and you want to have what you have accomplished in front of you. Get that on the resume. Make sure that resume is in good shape. What were some of your big accomplishments for the year? Are those things that belong on your resume? It's great to have your resume as a kind of running list of those big accomplishments, so that when that review period comes along, you have it all there nice and neatly. Any leadership roles you've played, ideas that you generated that materialized into a success for your team. So, get yourself organized, get your resume updated to be able to talk about those things and have that in front of you. And then send it to your recruiter, because we love having an updated copy on hand. That makes our lives a lot easier, and just keeps us up to date with what you've been doing.
And also, if you're planning to look for something in the new year, or if you've been a part of some of these big layoffs that have happened this year, we all know that fourth quarter tends to bring a lot of those. So you may have experienced that, or maybe kind of be fearful of that. So you're kind of keeping your ears open a little bit more. This slowdown, like we were just saying, it's a great time to just get yourself in order. Be sure that your recruiter knows you and, trust that they're aware of exactly what you're looking for. So just make sure you have those conversations. Even if you're not really looking, you want to make sure you have those conversations anyway, because when you get calls from a recruiter, you want to make sure they're a good use of your time to take those calls. The only way that can happen is if that recruiter is clued in on what interests you, what lines up with your most recent experience, your background, anything you've taken on, responsibilities that kind of alters the types of roles that would be more interesting to you and that you'd be a fit for. And so just to make sure that the calls that we provide you in the year ahead line up with everything, have those conversations. Why not take a call from your trusted recruiter and spend a couple minutes on the phone just updating us? Because, like I said, things are going a little bit slow at this time of year, so it's a great chance to take advantage of that slowdown and just line yourself up to where the calls that you do receive from us are going to be more meaningful, more valuable to you, better use of your time, and be calls that you're going to be excited to hear from us about,
Yeah,
the
especially
things
if
we're
you have
talking
a
about.
big life change plan too.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a move planned in the
Mm-hmm.
coming year. Maybe that's something that's on your radar. You don't want to keep getting calls about California jobs from us if you're planning to relocate to Texas like everybody else. And maybe it is you've had a change in your compensation
Mm-hmm.
and it's substantial enough that that's something we need to be aware of so that we're not calling you about positions that don't make sense for you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you are looking to do something new. You've been kind of staying in your lane, the same therapeutic area for a while, maybe want to try something new, dip your toe in the rare disease world, try a smaller
Mm-hmm.
company, whatever that may be. Keeping us updated on those things is hugely helpful going into the new year, even if you're not looking,
Yeah.
help us guide you to the kinds of positions that you want to hear about.
Yeah, even those little life updates. You got a
Yeah.
baby on the way? Great. Well,
Yes.
in the back of my mind, I'm going to keep my eyes open for maybe smaller geographies, maybe things that'll get you home in the evenings to be with your family.
Yeah.
And so, even those little life updates that we get from you guys toward the end of the year, we love those for
Yeah.
personal reasons, of course, but also
Yes.
because it may help us clue into some
Maybe
things
have
that are going to
baby
be more
pictures.
meaningful. Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to ask you to send us pictures of your babies. So,
Yes, yes. So we don't bother you on maternity leave.
yes.
But yes, keep us updated on those things. We love to hear them. And then lastly, one thing that you should really put on your to-do list
Mhm.
to wrap up the end of the year is doing some of those networking check-ins with mentors or maybe colleagues that you want to keep up with that have moved on to other companies.
Mhm.
Now's a great time to do that. Send somebody a, hey, happy holidays, thinking of you text that may lead into another conversation. Just taking that time to connect with and keep in touch with people that you maybe have let a little too much time go by. The holidays is a great, convenient time and a
Mhm.
great time to spread a little holiday cheer. So
Absolutely.
keep that in mind. Check in with people, check in with us. We want to hear from you, and you will feel prepared and ready heading into 2025 that you've had the time to sit down and think about what are my goals for 2025? What I envision for my position that I'm in currently, or what do I envision stepping into, if that's another position at another company, another organization, or maybe it's that conversation that you're having with your boss about another internal opportunity.
Mhm.
So we hope that this has given you guys some ideas of things that will help you feel prepared heading into 2025. I know we all like to set goals at the start of a new year, and I hope that this will be beneficial to you.
Yeah, and also, little plug here. If you are going to spend the end of the year, that slow down time to revamp your resume or, check out your LinkedIn page, see what little updates and tweaks can be made there. Our website has a ton of great resources on it that can help you. So if you're looking for something to do during the holiday season and getting your career documents in order is one of those things, we definitely have resources that can help you with that. And on top of that, our recruiting team is here to help you with that as well. So if we can be of any assistance, whether in person or through our resources, we are happy to do that. So be sure and check out the resources tab on our website as well, and our previous podcast episodes, which cover a lot of those topics also. So hopefully we can be a great resource for you
Yes.
going into the next year. But like Ashley said, hope this has been super helpful. Just a quick little checklist of things to do as you're having this end of the year slow down, just to make your time a little bit more useful and make every moment count. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to share the link, let your friends know, and of course, connect with us on LinkedIn. And if you want more information on today's topic, please feel free to reach out. Be sure to check back soon as we continue to explore the topics that matter most to you in medical affairs.